Okay, let's be honest. The group project. Just hearing those two words can send a shiver down your spine, right? We've all been there. But what if I told you there's a way to turn that potential nightmare into a genuine, bona fide success? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. Let's dive in.
Seriously, if you've ever felt that sinking feeling, that dread when a team assignment gets announced, you are so not alone. It's pretty much a universal experience, right? That knot in your stomach, wondering who's actually going to do the work and if this whole thing is just going to fall apart.
I mean, we all have this picture in our heads, don't we? The expectation is this seamless collaboration, a beautiful meeting of brilliant minds, all working together to create something incredible. But then there's reality. And reality, it usually looks a lot more like chaos, total confusion, and yep, that one person pulling an all-nighter to save the grade for everyone else.
So that brings us to the big question, the group project problem. I mean, teamwork is the skill we're all supposed to have, something that's super important. So why is it so often so difficult?
But what if? What if it didn't have to be that way? What if you had like a playbook for success? A clear, simple strategy to turn all that team chaos into genuinely effective collaboration? Well, that's exactly what we're going to build today.
Okay, but before we jump into the how-to, let's talk about the why. Because, why even bother with all this? It turns out getting good at teamwork has some surprising benefits that go way beyond just getting a good grade.
And honestly, this is the big one. The source material couldn't be clearer about this. Employers are constantly saying that teamwork is absolutely critical for success in the real world. This isn't just for school projects. This is a core skill for your entire career.
And the advantages don't stop there. When a team is actually running well, the research is pretty clear. You learn more, and you actually remember it longer. You get exposed to totally new ways of thinking. You get to leverage what everyone's good at. And the end result? You produce way better work together than any single person could have done on their own.
All right, so let's get to it. Your Teamwork Success Playbook. This is the real heart of the strategy, and it's actually pretty simple. It's a two-step plan for organizing and executing literally any group project.
Okay, step 1, build your foundation. And listen, this part is absolutely crucial. It's all the stuff you do before you even start talking about the actual project. Honestly, this is where most teams go wrong. You have to define your purpose, figure out meeting logistics, choose your communication tools, and this is a big one, create a decision-making policy. Getting this stuff sorted out up front is the single best way to stop problems before they even start.
So once that foundation is rock solid, you move on to step 2, execute the plan. Now here's a game changer. The process starts with everyone planning individually first. That's right. Then you all meet up to merge those individual plans into one master outline. Only then do you start assigning tasks and drafting sections. And finally, you all come back together to review everything and finalize it. This structure is genius because it makes sure everyone is contributing right from the get-go.
Okay, but let's be real. Even with the best playbook in the world, disagreements are going to happen. It's just a natural part of working with other people. So the key isn't to try and avoid conflict. That's impossible. The key is having a plan for what to do when your team just doesn't see eye to eye.
And the goal here is a word you've probably heard before, consensus. But let's be clear what that means. It doesn't mean everyone has to agree 100% on every little thing. No, it means working together to find a path forward that everyone on the team can genuinely get behind and commit to.
So how do you get there? There's a simple 3-step resolution. First, everyone gets to present their side, their arguments, their justifications. No interruptions. Second, you really try to find a way to include multiple options, to combine the best parts of different ideas. And then only as a last resort, if you're really and truly stuck, you take a vote and go with what the majority decides. See? That's why you set up that policy back in step 1.
So when you start putting all these pieces together, you see a shift. Teamwork stops being this thing you dread on a syllabus. It reframes itself from just a task into an actual talent, a skill you can build and get really good at.
And here's the ultimate takeaway. Teamwork isn't just a project requirement. It is a core skill for your entire career. Mastering this playbook isn't just about getting a better grade. It's about becoming the person who knows how to step into any group and lead it to a successful outcome.
So there you have it. The playbook is yours. You've got the tools to go from those group work groans to some serious teamwork triumphs. So now I've just got one question for you. The next time you're on a team, what's the very first rule you're going to set to make sure it succeeds?